Hi, welcome. This is Trez Ibrahim, founder of The Modern Goddess, and welcome to day 5 of Ignite Your Goddess Challenge. Now, if you haven't watched the other videos, I absolutely invite you to go back and watch them and come back to this when you're done, because today we're really bringing it all together. We talked about the 4 feminine types, and when we really embody all 4 of those types, we really are able to live a life full of joy and ease and grace and fun. And today, what I'd like you to do is to think about how you can bring all 4 of those types together. You know, when we look at different areas of our life, we really want to step into each area of our life using all 4 of those feminine archetypes. So an example would be at our workforce. So when we go to work, most of the time we're wearing our CEO hat. So we're there to accomplish something. We're there to be successful. We're there to get the numbers or the data or the results. We're there to make things happen. We set some goals and we achieve them, or we set some desires and we go after it. But how do you bring the other archetypes in to your workforce? Well, number one, the playmate. You know, we're working 8, 10, 12 hours a day, some of us. And so with the playmate, we want to have fun. Life is about enjoying. If you're not loving your work, if you're not loving what you're doing on a day-to-day basis that takes up so much time, what are you doing there? So our playmate allows us to bring the joy and the fun to our workforce. So when you're at work, I want you to think about, how can I make this fun? How can I make people feel good about themselves? So taking that flirtation, which is just one tool, one tip on how to access the playmate, flirt with people around you. Now, I know there's, sexual boundaries that we have to uphold, so I'm not advocating at all crossing any of those boundaries, but be complimentary to people. If somebody does a good job, let them know that. I really like the way you turned in that report. That was amazing. I really love the way you spoke with that client and took care of their needs. That was awesome. You want to have some fun in the workforce. Maybe enjoy some laughter. Maybe bring in some fun activities. Maybe participate in activities outside of work with your coworkers or peers or people that you work with. So that would be one way of bringing the playmate in. Now the mother would be looking at how you can nurture the people around you. So food is such a beautiful thing that nourishes and fills you up on such a deep level. I know one of the greatest memories I have is my mother baking apple pies at home. And just the anticipation of having the apple pie and watching her making it and just sitting there and staring at it, and she would actually put it out on our front porch with a fan so to cool it down, and my brother and I would just be staring at it wondering, when can we take a bite into it? And when we actually got a piece, it was just such a way of connecting on a deep level to love, because my mom made this food with love, and so we were able to connect with that. So food is very nurturing and nourishing, and one of the things that really made a big difference in the various offices and workplaces that I was in was every time I had a meeting or I was responsible for a meeting, I always made sure there was food there. And it didn't matter what it was. I could bring donuts or candy bars. I could bring carrots and celery, or I can bring, cookies, whatever it was. Just offer some form of nourishment, and people just really get excited about that. Walk into your office tomorrow with a box of donuts and just notice how people light up and really feel appreciated. So that's bringing the mother into the workplace. Now, how do you bring the high priestess? Well, the high priestess is the woman, again, that is the lady that's very centered, that's powerful from within, that has an inner core and an inner strength. And so she's somebody that knows her purpose. She knows the mission. She knows why she's there at work, what she is there to create, what she's responsible for, what her gift is to whatever job or project that she's in charge of. And so bringing the high priestess is very much about connecting to what is her gift to her project, to whatever she is creating, and infusing it with that essence, with that deep core. It's not about mundane tasks. It's not about busy work, but everything you are is a gift to the world. If you're selling cars, that's a gift to the world, because you're putting a family in a safe vehicle that's going to transport them to places like amusement parks or the beach or family gatherings. How beautiful is that? If you're selling trinkets, you know, again, you're offering somebody pleasure or an easier way of doing things. So infuse that with your purpose and get in touch with your purpose as you're doing your work, as you're providing paperwork for somebody, or you're signing a contract. Notice the higher vibration you're bringing in, because you're bringing more of who you are to your work. So that's just a couple of examples of how to infuse all 4 archetypes into the workforce. Now, there's so much I can share with you, and I absolutely love teaching this. I've been teaching this for years, and I love really helping women embody all archetypes in every area of your life. So how do you take off that CEO hat and really be the sexy, beautiful goddess when you're in relationships? How to have fun with your kids, yet still be the boss and make sure they respect you and not fight you on everything. And so it's really, again, about stepping into your power and your grace and your femininity, and being able to do that in every area of your life and feeling that in every area of your life. So you start to experience success. You start to experience joy and fun. You start to feel beautiful and sexy. You start to really get in touch with your essence and your purpose in life and live that every second of the day. So I invite you to join me on an exciting new telecourse that I am offering. I will be going deep dive into all of these archetypes and really looking at how this plays out in your life in a practical way. And so I invite you into a 5-week telecourse that I'm going to start teaching very soon, I think in the next week or so. But there's information below. I invite you to look at the information and to make a decision for yourself. Decide for yourself that it's time. It's time for you to feel powerful, yet feminine and whole as a woman. To be able to take care of yourself and not drain yourself of so much energy because you're busy giving and creating and making things happen, and you know, you're in this rat race. To really give to yourself what it is that you desire, so you can step into your beauty and your grace and be able to be more attractive to the success and the abundance and the resources and the help, and just to have a life full of joy and bliss. So please read about it below. I invite you to join us on this. We're starting very, very soon. I would absolutely love to get to know each and every one of you and to work with you. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here on this 5-day Goddess Challenge. Comment below, let us know how this experience has been for you. If you have any questions or comments, if you have any questions about the course as well, please post them below. I will be personally going through all of them. So again, have a beautiful day. It's been my absolute honor and pleasure to be here with you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.